Sorry.
Anyway, so I'm happy for the conversation.
Sorry, sir. Thank you. We're out of here.
You guys have a good day.
Thanks, guys. Hey, keep up the good work.
Thank you, guys.
Get home safe, y'all.
All right, the guys who showed up with the weapons, they were right by Seattle Lutheran, I think it is, the church here, right outside of the Chaz and Cal Anderson. You can see them taking off now. I don't know if they're heading back home. They claim to be unaffiliated with any given group. It's an interesting conversation they were having between some of the people that walked up and wanted to talk to them. It was about the best case scenario you could have asked for here, I guess.
Don't let the content completely run you off.
No, you're fine. Yep.
And there's 50% and 50%. So.
Yep. And don't let my content. Mine's pretty left leaning.
Okay, and mine's pretty right leaning. So.
What you were saying earlier about class, I think you're right. I think that left and far right actually do have a lot in common because of your subject.
I'd like to take you.
We're totally.
This guy's trying to take him on a tour.
And that way we can try and work something out. So maybe I can come up tomorrow. Otherwise, during the week, my schedule is incredibly tight.
Okay.
Would you mind contacting me about that too, so I can kind of stream it?
Absolutely. Are you doing through Insta?
No, I'm doing Twitch and Twitter streams.
If you want to follow, do you have?
Actually, can I just give you mine because I can't do anything on here streaming? It's so do you prefer? I guess Twitter would be best. A Twitter DM. It's Sean SHAWN and then C as in cat
C
and then Whiting WHITIN. The top one there, the orange one. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you can send me a DM, let me know when that's happening.
Yeah, absolutely.
I just filmed all of this.
Okay.
Seemed like a good interaction. So
Yeah.
I'd love to follow up and film the tour.
So I understand where these men are coming from. They're misinformed, is what we're learning. So I have a lot of people back home that would do exactly this and hopefully would have the same reaction. So I'm glad I caught it.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, have a good day. I hope you feel safe and welcome here in the future. Okay.
Is everything assumed illegal until it's proven to be legal, and everyone assumed to be guilty until they prove themselves innocent. And that is a problem that is cast upon us squarely and solely by the elite.
Yes, and I'd say the surveillance state that they're creating as well, right? And we all have to be afraid of what we post. And we all have to be afraid of what we say. I think you should be able to say whatever you want. I should be able to say
honestly, this state in particular is pushing for the social credit score. They want us to follow a dogmatic belief system where we self-censor ourselves in order to be able to function in society like they do in China. In China, they have a social credit score. And the lower yours is, the more quote-unquote untouchable you are. And with all the facial recognition, all the internet censorship, you have to be able to see that that's what they're pushing for. If you can't see that that's what they're pushing for, you still have some awakening to go through.
I mean, the anti-encryption law that they're trying to pass is freaky to me. It's very freaky to me.
They're basically trying to legalize them not having to have a search warrant.
Look at your information. And I think that should scare everybody that's a working class person. Absolutely.
You got someone in mind you're going to give that flower to?
At the end of the day,
give it to you. No, I just thought maybe he's got like a girlfriend or a wife or someone he's taking it for. It's a good idea, man.
One should never have to answer for their opinion on a matter. Yes, and the nature of an opinion, it is neither a fact or a false. It is neither true or untrue. It is not right nor wrong. It's an opinion. And everybody's entitled.
System to remain upheld while we ourselves attempt to get in where we fit in. And honestly, like, there's no shame in that game. It's perspective. I'm printing my page.
Find other people like him in forums, and we need to have education courses.
Like, feel like that part of our like if I'm hurt by something, I go to my forum. If I hurt you by something, I go to your forum. I would love you talking about how that need for de-escalation is so like don't Like if somebody shows up, like you said, like a gentleman thinks I'm going to do something because I'm going to go break the window. No, dude, this is not what we're about. It's like, you know, like showing the other way. I feel like our culture is so far removed from, especially because we're talking about that power club of men leading by example. I feel like there's such a lack of just men, and I see it at my own job. I work in construction. I see it prominently. I see every single bit of it, and I try to have these conversations with these guys where it's just like, you know, you got one guy in the office who's blatantly just like dad's a highway patrolman. There's literally like a pistol gun and he's just being a terrible father. And he's got that in his coming from his home, and so he feels a certain way. And this other guy over here that I'm just like, I shouldn't be correcting him. You should not be fine, but that's his problem, you know, but that's on him. Well, not tough. I'm trying to just read as much literature as I can on things, and so I'm reading, like, you know, how it's very, you know, what it looks like to be an ally versus somebody who's like just, you know, unsure and versus, you know, other variations. I just remember reading it was kind of like that, like you don't recognize that by not speaking out against those types of subtle forms that you are harboring. Yeah, like that is it. Like that's how you, and you can't. And sometimes, you know, like I try to, I mean, it's my job for Christ's sake. I try to have constructive conversation. But at the end of the day, I'm just going to be like, don't show me that shit anymore. It's trash, you know? Like, I don't want to, you know, like, I can't believe anything you say.
I think if you want the world to change, then you have to do it. If you want the world to change, you're actually doing that. It's like you have to sit and have the patience and have those conversations that you might not want to have. Have the conversations with ignorant people that might just like the religion. Maybe a little, you know, a little like outspoken. But I've had conversations where I've talked to some people and I've talked to them, and I keep on talking to them, and then out of one day, 1 month, 1 year, I see a little crack. I see something that I said.
You're telling me not to give up on my mother.
Don't give up on your mother. Don't give up. You can try it, but just don't do that. You know, the more of us that do that and give a safe space for these people who come with an aggressive message or a super entitled message or anything like that. If you have hope and you take it upon yourself to educate them, you're going to get a way better result than shaming them and saying, fuck you, you're not that person. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're going to get nothing for, you're going to see that you conduct yourself in a positive manner. You're not going to say, oh, see, I told you, women are all like, nags and all, you know, like, just show them about the more that you give them the space, the more surprised they'll be. How
did you get wrapped up into this? No, I mean
But I feel drop my flower and then I smoke and then I feel it and then I get I go on a stage and I feel that energy. I've been walking to a room and I can feel the energy in the room and know what I can walk to this area, and each night, it's different times that I'm walking around, I can feel the different opportunities that's there. It's really real. I feel dark energy by itself. I feel dark energy by the crowd. You know, everything and this and that. I just be talking and laughing like I don't know. So, I felt the collective energy of the world all coming together at the same time. I was here before the first breakdown. No, he was all going there. I was going to kick it off. I felt the feeling of the music outside. Came out. That's it. Once I said my first word to people, you know, then it was like, just like with my voice, people were around me, and I was like, oh shit. Yeah, I know what the fuck is and I literally had this feeling like, I'm probably getting those at some point. It was not really good. Not really good. But next time you can as soon as I said it, there was that feeling like something to do that, and I'm gonna have to do that. And not everybody doesn't die. So let me be really crazy. But it felt like I'm the Sacramento Lamb because now I know I can't go. I gotta keep on sleeping. I don't want to. Yeah, I want to say, hey guys, so can you just like wait about 30 days on that revolution? I want to get my things in order. I gotta check on these businesses real quick. Nah, that all just went out the window. I'm like, I've been next to a lot of things right now.
As a warlord, it was a monarch, and it was all about himself and how he wants to rise to power and hold on to it.
I didn't get all of that, but I mean,
That lunacy.
together.
No, it's too bad. But yeah, no, so that's how I got wrapped up in this, and then I just been doing whatever job I needed to do.
It's so hard to mark. It's hard. It's like you're talking about.
It's training to be empathetic to happy people.
Like in their days, there have been times in my life, like I've always been the one, like I'm the one back in 2012 going like, they are bastardizing my kid is a sick kid, so she needs it. And I'm just like, you're bastardizing it more, and I'm watching the political system just stay the machine that they keep, and I'm hearing a lot talk about we're going to change this, and I start to, I mean, I always say, I like my first primary to go over and drag me off to go vote for Hillary. I'm like, who won? She's like, no, later. I'm like, this is easy. You know?
No, I get it. Because you don't have much hope when it comes to politics. Right? You see everything stays the same. But
it's the only system. Only, like, and that's what I try to remind people is like, if we espouse that we love democracy, we have to take it back. We cannot give up. We are not. We are some kind of corporate oligarchy fucking shit show right now. What do you think of the gentrification going on down here? I saw that as one of the listings, and I mean, I'm moving from Vegas. It's a lot cheaper there. I'm making more money here, but it's still obviously really hard. And I was a real estate down there too, so I mean, I very specifically watched the gentrification. I understood what the.
It's happening every city. I've gone to every place.
I don't know the solution. Like, I think maybe I feel like.
There's so many issues that all of these systems that have been put in place are not broken. They're acting exactly as they're supposed to, and doing better. So it's like all of this education system is there to keep us limited, extinguish
to make soldiers, to make good little soldiers.
And also again disproportionately people of color, especially in every system that does the same thing. You know, so every system, prison system, same exact thing. They'll just fuck all like people that are poor, especially people that are dark.
Like, you know, the more I'm reading about it, the more I'm reading about how literally the whole system was yeah. I'm like,
as soon as slavery was abolished, it was created slavery. Was created, I think it was about 3 years after the abolishment of slavery. And it was literally, that's why you have slave laws and loitering. And we're standing around loitering, that they can arrest you. And that's pretty much like, what that is.
didn't that tell you about us?
That's like if you're a slave, you're dressed for free. Literally go anywhere you stand, you don't own that. The sunset back, all kinds of things. What did you think?
I need a photo of you with this, and then we need to pick a photo for the Forbes article by end of day today.
You need a photo for that?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
This way, but they turn that way. Instead of coming to repeat.
Thank you. Okay, got it. And then if you just want to work with us and to pick a photo for Forbes.
Yeah. Where's the Starbucks girl?
Can't be walking around with it anymore. Although it's a gift card, so I'd be giving money to Starbucks if I didn't buy that latte. On the low. You know, on the low. Yeah, right. I brought this from home.
You know.
Thank you. Yep.
Look at my eyes.
Okay, and then.
Is your picture? Here.
Can you take a picture?
Anybody here need a mask?
No, we haven't seen anything, and I'm not even sure it's going in for it. All I know is I hope it's going in for it.
Are you here to support these guys?
I think it's
You know the mask they want within the No, it's fact. The rest of us do. Then your intentions of being here and it's like if you say you care about black lives, but you're not willing to put on a mask to protect them, then what the fuck are you here, dude? I'm here to argue for. Exactly what we're here to do, protect black lives, bro. We're here to protect black lives, and part of that.
I got you. I agree with that. I don't think we should be hassling people, but I also think it's a conversation worth having.
Are you giving away free masks?
Yeah, we're giving away
May I
free
please
masks.
have one?
You are more than welcome.
Thank you.
Or you're saying that he doesn't care about black people.
What I said is that his intentions are genuine if he's not willing to put on a mask to protect.
It's the smallest thing you can possibly do to protect all the people around you.
I know, but what I'm saying is, but to say that his intentions aren't genuine and that he doesn't care about black people, that's like a really huge allegation.
Okay, I will revise my statement.
That's what I'm saying, but I do appreciate
His intentions aren't at fault. His actions, his intentions might be there, but in practice,
Impact is what matters.
I actually have a health condition that prevents me from wearing those masks.
Yes.
Get rid of that.
She told me yesterday she has a health condition that prevents her from wearing masks. So, you know, it's
You need to be considerate of that. Yeah.
And I'm just not appreciating the fuck out of you because you're willing to put your life on the line. You're willing
Exactly.
to put your respect on the line to sound like an asshole because you give a fuck about black people, you give a fuck about people. So I appreciate you. But I'm just thinking that I think the better way to go about it is to just make it available, but even and then maybe say this and give that, but then give them a choice, instead of being so direct about it. But I appreciate the fuck out of your fiery passion though. I don't want to
Walking around. It does take an extra push. Someone will be like, no, and then you'll be like, come on, man, don't you care? And then they grab it.
But then at the same time, because I just try to do things, so I'm like, I see that, I'm trying to put all the pieces together. But at the same time, then you also don't want to take away from the means of this. Like, I'm not going to ask because I've been speaking so much, and it just got to the point where it's like, fuck it. I don't give a fuck about COVID in comparison to these cops, in comparison to the accountability that one. So then it was like, fuck it all right this point. You know what I mean?
I think it's just kind of different context when you have speakers that I think really need to be using their voice and not do nothing. But most people are out here just enjoying themselves.
Most people ain't rhymes, dude.
No, but I think that you guys will get better results though if you are coming at it from that way. Give them all those like facts, give them statistics. You know, let them know
You guys were doing that at the protest.
that you really care. Yeah, I know. But then at the same time, if someone's not, you don't want them to be.
Yeah, you do. I don't care if someone believes in
coronavirus
if they're wearing a mask. I don't give a fuck if they don't believe in coronavirus. If they put on a mask, I'm safe, you're safe, our children are safe.
If you guys keep on taking that perspective and keep on doing that, I can't be mad at it because you're getting results. But then just making sure that you don't create like a now everyone's not even just that, but now everyone's looking at this, seeing division instead of being focused.
Incident of division we've had walking around this entire place. The only incident of division for the last 2.5 hours. So,
And we appreciate the conversation.
But also be considerate of people's health conditions, because
that is true, but if someone says they have a health condition, I'm not going to push
some people don't even want to say it. It's personal. Yeah.
And they're having their voice and power. I'm not going to walk up to them and be like, hey, dude.
What are you doing, buddy?
Did I know your first name?
What was it?
Did I know your first name?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I said, I'm not going to show a ton of people walking around. I just don't want to catch people that don't want to be seen. Most people here are wearing their masks. It's actually the highest concentration of mask wearing I think I've seen in Seattle yet, which is pretty cool. I think it's an anonymity thing, but it's also just, you know, we're still in a pandemic, so it's still scary. I mean, if there's any time to stand up for civil rights, I think it's now, but even so, it's still a scary situation to be in.
Almost says audio could use some work.
Audio could use some work. What's wrong with the audio? I'm wearing a mask. I'm wearing 2 masks, so I'm going to be muffled.
Oh, he says he can hear the wind more than he can hear you.
Oh, you can hear the wind more than you can hear me. That sucks. I might be able to switch over to another audio source. Let's see. Well, I'm wearing my headphones, so it's gonna be windier than normal.
Oh, cool! It's the farm, the community garden.
We've got some gardening going on here. It's where we got a bunch of tents. People camping out in Chaz or Chop. I don't know exactly what people are calling it right now. So I went with Chop. I read a good argument for calling it the Chop. People are not really. This is not intended to be an autonomous zone. Is essentially the argument. The impression that this is just turning into a commune is not the point of what's happened over the last couple weeks. And so I think to call it an autonomous zone is just kind of incorrect. It's the wrong impression of what's happening. Iguana, this is my stream, Model 2. Oh, we've got more gardening happening over here. I think this is the main garden. I'm not certain. Oh, we've got a couple of plots. I think they took the social distancing circles and turn them into mini gardens. Just a couple days ago, this was only just soil and cardboard. Hey, yeah, so I'm out actually in the field today. I've been multi-streaming for the last few days, last almost week. I thought it was important that I come out here and actually see this in person, because it's not a hellscape like certain news organizations want you to believe. I mean, it kind of feels like history is being made. I want to see that.
All the personal touches.
Yeah.
The wind chimes and the flamingo. I'm gonna circle around over there.
Okay. Yeah, we got a little flamingo over here. It's super cool. Everything is super chill over here. I came like super prepared. Like, I've seen what's happened over the last week. It's been pretty crazy. I wanted to make sure that just in case things popped off again for whatever reason, I had enough stuff with me. So I've got a whole bag full of just random stuff. I've got some tools, I've got some tape, I've got the flashlight, water bottles. Water bottle's the heaviest part, of course, but got these water bottles. I think probably as a makeshift irrigation. I'm not really sure. I don't know that I've done much gardening. Just indoor stuff.
I love it.
Breaking down the statistics and get people around you,
But if you you leave a huge vacuum. If you eliminate one, like, what do you do? I mean, because the reality is poverty.
So you're saying if you eliminate the drug war, if you stop pouring out drugs and
let's say that we just open jails, we take people based on their the level of offense basis, and we put them out there. If they don't have jobs, if they don't have an education, if they don't have a system, like homelessness. So Nat and so here's my truth. When I moved here, and I had a home down in Nevada, but I needed to come up here to get a job, and I lived in my car for 6 weeks. I lived in my car for 3 months in a nice, safe shelter. But I had to call upon different organizations to help me move into a place. I had to have a decent enough job to be able to afford that place. And this is with a college education, and this is with,
So I think getting the people that are in prisons right now out and figuring out how to
house them, yeah.
That's an even bigger task and even harder, because it's almost like dealing with adopted kids.
Well, think about.
So listen, if you have your own kids, you train them up. How you gonna train them up from the gate, and then you do that. You have kids that are foster kids or adopted. They have all these other things that are already
emotional challenges. They're very
They're molested. They might have been, done this and that.
Yeah.
They might molest other people because they already have those things now. So it's a lot harder task to try to go back around and get that out.
Yeah.
Now, is it not? It's doable, yes. But what I'm saying is, even now, dealing with the people that are in the prison and trying to get them out there, that's to be done. But it's still flipping out the leaves. I'm like, look at the roots. You gotta go to the education system. You gotta go this. You gotta go that. Just to stop the war on drugs.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's there's so many things that.
If you guys want to still make the money, because that's what we know. You know that they're making money out of it. They go undercover for 30 years.
Yeah.
And then at the same time,
think about this precinct right here. Think about if you built a high, they had those little the little pods, the little apartment pods. Imagine if those were available for everyone who just needed a place. I can tell you that one of the hardest things about being homeless is just to be able to sleep safely at night. If somebody came in and took your house tomorrow, the one thing you would just want to make sure of is that you have a place to decompress.
Right.
And fortunately for me, I had my car. I got to stay in my fucking car, and it was the most. Every day I was just I'm privileged enough to be able to afford the car payment, that it's a new car, I don't have to worry about, that is weird shit for for us to have to worry about. And so this idea that like homeless people are like suffering from this, yeah, but if you alleviate just the simple pursuit of a place of their own, how much of that stress are you taking off? And then you can start to talk about the emotional, mental disorders that they might be struggling with, you know, and putting them, like, it's like this idea that people are inherently bad. Like, I inherently don't want to have a job and a purpose and contribute and, like, be happy. Like, that's the message. That's what I think is the biggest misconception about, like, that's the biggest divide of you versus, like me versus you, is that you are all the values that I'm not. And I'm like, we're not raised in the, like, was one of us raised by like the lazy parent? I fucking don't know. Like, you know, so that for me is always kind of like this. We have to stop lying about when we look at somebody and say, you have a bad agenda. No, we may be miscommunicating our agendas. Like, you may think that this is how we reach that goal. I may think that we all have this agenda of doing better and not believing everyone should just be shat on. Like, that's a basic fundamental like recognition by like 99.9% of the population, you know, but fuck Donald Trump. So that for me is like one of the biggest conversations that we need to have about like not starting to recognize that homeless people or people that are in need are not inherently bad. And that is the message that is driven through every single propaganda media outlet right now, is that, you know, you want free health care. That's bad. You know, but then like go have a sick kid, and that's the one thing that you always come across too, is like when somebody says, I live this reality, it's my position, and people go like, that's not a reality. Like, I don't know what to fucking tell you.
Jasper's on his way.
Oh, Jasper's gonna come down now?
Yeah, I told him. Fucking him coming up.
Every day. You? Shouldn't have to keep repeating history, but I'm here.
I should not have to tell you it's not okay to.
James Baldwin once said that one of the worst things about slavery was the subconscious change in white people. So, yeah. James Baldwin.
No, I'm trying. Pardon me. I'm trying to.
Oh, wait. Sorry. Give me one second, I gotta focus on this. Scooch over.
No. Every day. All day.
We're going to take off. It was such a pleasure to meet you. Thank you.
Likewise. And say your name one more time?
Tara.
Tara and Natalie.
Natalie. Yeah.
You're going to be here tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
I mean, obviously.
Every day.
Yeah. Thank you for all the work that you do. We appreciate it.
She wants her son to meet you.
Oh, nice.
We love. Like, I'm laughing because like 2 weeks ago we came down here when everything
all blew off. Yeah.
Grabbing chicken slider sandwiches from the place down the street. I'm like, it looks fine to me.
And it still looks fine to me, right?
You know, the funniest thing was.
We'll get some sushi over there. They opened it up. Okay. I'm definitely going over there. Thank you. Likewise. A little bit. Just the option of sushi. I'm like, that sounds kind of good. She just said it's time to burn this shit down.
Okay.
That was last week. That was a couple weeks ago. We're
we changing
chilling now. There we go. Sorry, y'all had to make sure I Shit wasn't going crazy.
Probably like a stock photo.
So Ross, how'd your meeting go?
Which one?
And you were gonna have one at 4 about full sleeves or whatever you're calling it.
No, we canceled that like 4 or 5 days ago. We canceled that after
I remember talking to you about it, but I
Trump sent out that tweet and after the other stuff, then I just felt like the safety of everyone that was going to that meeting was compromised a bit. So we canceled it, but we're gonna postpone it. Like, it's not gonna stop. It's just I put a pause on that real quick. That's that. And I'll be back right though.
So I was wondering, have we talked to the city about maybe replacing some of the police barricades with like planters or something that looks well?
So we did that.
Okay.
I don't know what some of the.
I know the one over
There's some
there.
over there. Probably start shifting on some of these as well. I know that the security wanted to keep these metal ones to be able to pull and push back just to kind of have a little bit of a visual deterrent for cars and things. But yeah, the plant boxes that at least makes it not look so crazy.
That's like everything I see on the media. It's like all the building walls. I hate the whole jazz thing. I'm hoping that we're able to push back with something.
We're changing that. It's chopped now.
Yeah.
Capitol Hill organized protest.
Organized protest.
Yeah, even better than the Occupy.
Nice.
Yeah. That's definitely.
I just wanted to say hi. I'm Jelani's teacher.
Oh, hey.
How are you doing?
Doing well. How you doing?
Good. I just wanted to say I really appreciate what you're doing out here. I've been watching your feeds every day. And anyways, but I've learned a lot just from you and your willingness to engage with me compared to like many white families at his school. And so I don't know. I really appreciate that.
Well, I appreciate you.
Yeah. No,
Thank you.
Anyways, but stay safe, okay?
Thank you. You keep killing it.
See you around.
Likewise. Have a good one, y'all. How's everybody feeling? Televised? Or?
No, I mean, no, I'm not trying
Nothing
to
crazy?
televise this. No.
Okay,
I'm going to show you this list.
Last night, I think they were photoshopping and taking images from Minneapolis. And like this dude, like this big, sitting out on the yeah, they were photoshopping places. And I saw that. This is so raw. Like the FCC needs to step in and like.
They've been talking about everything the whole time.
I've never heard of an organization doing that. CBS had a bit of a snafu with the whole coronavirus thing. They were showing video inside of an Italian hospital.
I need food.
So I can say, I'm here to be a voice of this. I can see if I can mistake. Your Photoshop, that's like the headline. It's crazy. What are the photos? Was it?
If people want to be recorded or be on camera or whatnot, so I'm just gonna walk around for a few minutes while they're doing that.
T-shirts, guys. T-shirts. Take Cash App. I take Venmo. T-shirts.
Not as much as I would like to have. Part of
Police department has actually been guarded every day so people don't vandalize it, burn it down, etc. Actually, I don't even know this was open down here. Guarded by people, I mean, not the police department.
These are apartments over here, so if you could refrain from recording them, that'd be great.
Yeah, sure. Oh, I was zoomed in there. Oops. They're like serving chili, I think, over here. That's what it looks like. And cornbread. It's clearly a very threatening area. Not. People are cleaning up the memorial right now of any garbage or dead flowers, etc. Gotta keep it looking sharp. All these candles were lit the other night when I was out here, and the block smelled really good. Sorry. Oh, you're good. This is the co-op now. Close on this list of needs. There's a sign there.
I was gonna get like fucking shot or something, but that ain't it, man. It's totally peaceful. Look how cool it would be to be up there, dude, but there's that big fucking line. Someone should build another ladder up there. Buy some merch. Crazy how the news makes it look like a war zone. Oh, it's unbelievable, dude. Yeah, like we're literally living in a time where unless you, I mean, even 20 minutes away from a place I can't get, okay, that's the ultimate dog. That's the ultimate dog. There it goes. I fucking love dogs like that, dude. Like the little dogs that are like the fluffy ones. Those are so good.
Hey, Black Lives fucking matter. If you want Black Lives, put your fucking fist up. Hey! I didn't see enough hands. I seen 4 hands. I didn't see 4,000 more. If you want Black Lives fucking matter, put your fucking fist up. Hello? Hey! Yeah! That's what I like to see. Fuck the police!
Oh. Die Fu und Sped. Die Fu und Sped. Devin Nash. You're actually a great IRL streamer. You should stream more IRL. No. Would you like to buy me a backpack? They're so expensive, actually. They're like a very frustrating amount of money.
I like getting to just like see this kind of thing.
It's not 10K. It's like okay, I know exactly how much it is because I'm a stream baby. So if you want to buy one, it's 3. But what gets you is the monthly thing. It's 3K base, but what gets you is the monthly cost, which is $600 a month because you got to pay for like satellite internet or whatever. Do you know if these guys are taking volunteers for security? Yeah, I literally just, I was talking to a guy, or we were talking to a guy since you guys were here. We were talking to a guy earlier who said he literally just showed up and was like, how can I help? And they were like, okay. It's decentralized command, so I guess anybody can like volunteer and then they can just start helping out with shit. And a lot of people bring like water and food and stuff like that. Oh, another really interesting thing too, I think we'll walk up there if I can go find it. They permanently closed a Trader Joe's there. Go dunk. You guys want me to just like go up there and just like do a backwards dunk, like backflip, and then dab so hard that I bring a building down? I'm gonna venture to say that most of these kids are probably better at basketball than me. Since if you're willing to play on a street court, you're probably pretty good. You should bribe Gunrun for a backpack? Yeah, one of the things that I need to do, sorry, this sounds really bad where I am right now, but one of the things I need to do is like use my privilege as a gaming executive more. Like, I want to like get some new equipment and stuff. I'm gonna start asking around. That's actually, you don't want to say that kind of shit where I'm at right now, but you know what I mean? Oh, maybe that's the ultimate dog. I think. How do I help from Texas? I don't know, man. You fly here. I like this idea. This is the Conversation Cafe. It's just people fucking talking, bro. So conversations are actually really important like this, because this is how stuff like moves forward. Oh, there's like a place where you can charge shit too. I'm sure this place is not an echo chamber. Very cool. Capsy, what do you do with your life, man? Are you changing anything? You going outside, buddy? You getting out of your basement? This is the Doge. Dude, every time I see a Doge, I just go. Guy carrying medicine. Why is Devin so on edge? What? I'm not, dude. Have I not been chill this entire stream? This is lovely. Look at this.
In my house.
Okay. I'm going through the motions, so I'm sorry I didn't.
Well, we may already.
Only about 30 people are going out throughout the crowd that are running security that you don't even know about. And then there are also people that are at every one of the barricades watching, and then they have walkie-talkies and people are communicating with each other. And so there's like a whole little thing. But the night watch, that is not a joke. We do need more people on night watch. And what I would say is, are you guys with the security group?
No, I'll volunteer. I'm volunteering tonight.
You volunteer.
One thing that I haven't been here, but I'm just taking her word because she obviously knows what she's talking about. What she was saying earlier is there's a lot of people in security and they're not talking to each other. So they're.
I think she's not part of the security.
I know. So she doesn't know everything. I'm just. Can I express what she was saying? So what she was saying was, what she feels is she doesn't feel safe I'm volunteering tonight. If we could all do like a meeting.
Have you been here at night?
Not late night.
I've been here every single day.
So like
that's not to like
exactly.
Like,
so I don't know.
Every day.
I don't know.
That's
what I'm saying.
I've been out here talking to.
Exactly.
So there's no leaders. We all communicate with each other.
That's why I want to be. That's what I'm here to help.
What I do is I will go to every perimeter and have a conversation and check in and see what everyone's doing.
Is there a way for security to talk to each other?
And then they have walkie-talkies and they're talking to different groups. The John Brown organization, they work with themselves and work with us.
This is
so
what
they'll
they're
let me
talking about, though, is that they're disconnected from the, there's a bunch of different security groups, but they're not talking to each other.
What I'd have to say is you guys have to be out here. I've been out here every single day and it works well.
Cool.
We have made it so that there's been no issues during the night, no penetration of any kind.
It's not just about penetration, though. It's about making people that are in the space.
I know, but before you're trying to like make a problem that's not a problem, you have to be out here so you can see it for yourself. And I'm not trying to say that disrespectfully. I'm just saying like actually. I think a lot of people are scared. Like she said, she has anxiety about a lot of different things, and so I think that her heart is in the right place. But it's not like that out here at night. It's just then you have like police scanners. They're saying weird things, but our security team's already on that. We have all kinds of police scanners. Our people are going through police scanners. We also have looked and timed out the police scanners with, and then tapped into the city cameras and seen that they said, okay, we have 30 white supremacists in a car. This is the police scanner saying this on coming from Madison on 12th and Madison, and then or some they said they have things like 15th and Madison, whatever. Then we're looking at the cameras and seeing that there was none of that. So when my brother came up to me and said, hey, there's a couple Proud Boys with AR-15s on 11th and Olive, I said, did you hear that on scanner, or did you see that with your own eyes, or did someone tell you this? He said, no, I saw it with my own eyes. I was just there. I was like, okay, good, thanks. And I said, were they moving or are they staying? He said, they're both staying. Okay, cool, they're staying over there. But we know that you have lots of that on the police scanners. You also have random people that are saying, they come at you and say, yo, there's a bunch of that are over there. And then you say, okay, can you show me them? And then they're like, and then they just move away. So there's been a lot of people that are trying to press fear and spreading false information. So I'm just saying that it's not something to be afraid of. Come out here so you can see for yourself. Not something like I have the all-seeing eye, I've been out here. Just on some like, you might see some things that I don't see, but you can't trust everyone that's running up with you and everyone is spreading fear, because there are literal people that are here just to spread fear.
Right. But if I was here, like, when I
you'll see it. I can tell you got a good heart. When you come here, go around and talk to these people, and you might, the people right here that commit to this, you guys might be the ones that either bridge the other gaps in security. Because there's a few people that talk to each other, and there's a few people that are focused, someone else talks for them. You have some people that don't want to be putting their identity out there or talking on the wave, on the radio, and telegraphing things. So different people have different schools of thought, and my job is just to respect that and communicate and just get my own eyes on this and make my own personal relationship with these people. Some people didn't want to tell me their names for the first 2-3 days. Now they tell me their first name and their last name because we have that trust and we have that bond. So it's just about being out here, having those communications, rotating around, and bridging the gaps. And you, anyone else that volunteers, you guys can go ahead and do that yourselves. Like, please do make these relationships.
If we showed up, would we have a way to talk to other people?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is just go and introduce yourself. Go to every barricade, introduce yourself, and say, I'm going to try and watch the meeting, talk to
There's a sign up here. I can't quite see what it says. Oh goodness. Can't stoop, won't stoop. If you haven't seen Donald Trump's Twitter message the other day where he was demanding to stoop us, well, this is a reference to that. This is, of course, we're running with any sort of grammatical error that we can grab onto.
Oh
my.
That pulled up out of nowhere, set up camera lights. The biggest
Yeah, we got
thing
another
that-
person climbing now.
LED lights, this big old camera, and then about 5 minutes later.
I think the only thing that concerns me about this is that like emergency services won't come into this area right now. They've been instructed not to. Anyone who gets hurt has to be either treated by medics here or transported out of the zone and into another place where
I'm gonna do what I can. Like with fire extinguisher,
I'm not saying
someone grabs a fire extinguisher, starts putting that out a little bit. Someone dumps sand on it. Someone dumps some Coca-Cola or Pepsi. Someone dumps some water.
That's fair.
And
They
we're
haven't
all
turned
like,
around.
you know, I took a cone and was like, you know, and everyone just, you know, extinguished the fire. So earlier today,
I don't know how you all feel about that. I'm not trying to like out anybody.
walked up to this little
We can move on here.
kid and goes up to the window and goes to break the window. I think he actually might have damaged the window a little bit. You know, and then everyone had
I
to
will
jump
say,
in.
okay, I have an opinion about this. Maybe it's not my place, but honestly, like, we're in the middle of a pandemic. You should have a face mask on anyway. I think that it is dangerous not to have something covering your face right now. I also think that if you are planning on or think there's any possibility you might come out here and break some laws, you know, across from jaywalking, which I guess technically we're all doing right now. If you think that you don't want to be seen and you want to increase your privacy, you should also be wearing a face mask. I think there's almost no excuse unless you have some sort of like physical reason why you can't wear a face mask to be out here without one.
He's not a Proud Boy. He just was probably something got to him, probably. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to the Proud Boys, they're more so just about, I'm gonna show up with
Yeah,
my flag.
yeah, that's exactly right. Like,
I know you're a snowflake punk bitch. You're gonna be scared. It's more about that. It's not like they're gonna be out here trying to hunt. You know what I mean? Especially out here in Seattle, they're not trying to.
Yeah.
You know, if they're back into the home.
I'm gonna try to get this sign because it's pretty cool. It says free socks for people in need.
If they see there's one black man with a gun, they're just kind of chill. If they see
This is similar to an initiative I saw in the city a while ago where people would take old news, like newspaper vending machines,
Okay, so register to vote this.
and they would put socks in them, free socks for anyone who needed them. I don't know how helpful it was, but like sounded like a great idea to me. We got a place where people can register to vote. Yeah. Thanks. Here's something I believe in over here, and I'm gonna try to get some of this. Street. People have painted umbrellas all the way around, and there's just a ton of messages here. This one says, "Good people disobey bad laws." If you have feelings about this, you should definitely write Durkin or your city council member. Come on. Sorry, this is misbehaving. Oh, we got someone on a one-wheel over here. I guess it's not technically a one-wheel, it's an electric unicycle, which they took something really cool and gave it a really lame name. So we've got some wall art here. I know that this is like a thing that is really dumb to ask because I have feelings about QR codes too, but if you have any feeling that you want to support this artist and you're watching this stream on a computer or something, maybe if you take a screenshot, or if you take your phone out right now, and I'm going to give you a moment, open up your phone app and take a photo of that barcode, you will be able to open up that artist's Venmo account and support them. I'll just hang out here just for another, let's say 30 seconds, just to give you all time to take a photo of this if you'd like. Okay. They're announcing that this is no longer called Chaz. You'll notice that my stream, I've named it back to Chop.
Thank you.
Let's go take a look here. So I want to point something out about this area. Right there.
Just ask you to wait a second so some more people leave.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've been trying to keep the camera down.
Yeah, and can't record or write stuff on the right side.
Okay, all right. Let's do it. Okay, cool.
These are apartments over here.
So what I want to, they're sort of just trying to keep it so that people don't get their faces taken pictures of. There's also like some apartments over here that they don't want damaged. But I want to point something out about this this alleyway. So this has been spray painted. This says Unity, Diversity, Freedom, and there's some people coming, so I'm not going to show them. But what's interesting about this particular alleyway is that there was a camera, there was a streamer. I'm trying to recall their name. I think it started with a D. It escapes me now, but they had a camera from up above, like somewhere up towards up here, right? What was going on was that the police had, I would say, at points somewhere around anywhere between a dozen and maybe upwards of 3 dozen at one point, officers just stationed in this alleyway, ready to deploy. They were just waiting along this wall, waiting for something to go down so that they could all rush in, just to give the crowd the idea that there were fewer people here than fewer police officers and fewer law enforcement officers than there actually were. I think that is, of course, like in a tactical sense, probably a good idea, but in terms of like not treating our citizens as like literally criminals and enemies, I don't know, it just guts me. Evil Alma says that was Drizelda on Twitch. Yes, Field, I am using a gimbal. I don't have great control over the gimbal. I'm working on it. I can remember in my life. I think there are fewer larger moments than this. I think we ingested 9/11 like maybe a little bit more deeply, but in time I think we're going to learn just how important this whole deal is. Revolution starts here. Get up, stand up for your rights. So this alley does not exit to the other side of the street, so we're gonna like go back the same way we came. They asked us not to take photos of the other side, just because that's a place where people are coming and going. They live here. It's their entrance to their apartments, so we're gonna respect that. Someone has taken and put googly eyes. I have to show this just because like googly eyes have a soft spot in my heart. You can take anything and make it somewhat more enjoyable. I don't know, like, I think that this can be seen as, like, just straight up vandalism if you really want to, like, jump towards that conclusion, but I see this as, this wall was boring before, and now it has a message, and now it has character, and it's something that, like, we're missing, in my opinion, kind of across the city, as development has increased over the last, just few years.
PD is PP poo poo.
Seattle PD is PP poo poo pants. Fuck you. That's awesome. But as development has increased over the past few years, I feel like all the buildings kind of look the same, and it's very clean and I don't know, very little character. So I actually kind of welcome this. I hope some of it stays up. Alright, let's look at some of these signs. I don't know what this reads. I don't speak Finnish.
I think after all this ends, it should stay like it is. The space,
I want to read some of these because I know it's small on the screen. It says, a cop with only 6 months of training responds to these calls: suicides, welfare checks, car accidents, CPR calls, EMS calls resulting in death. I'm going to skip ahead a little bit here because this is long and I'm not going to read the whole thing. But shootings, stabbings, arson, murder, suspicious death, drug use, rape and sexual assault, missing persons, serving alcohol to minors, solicitation, stalking, prostitution, riots, hostages, illegal weapon possession, public intoxication. We're talking about a profession where I haven't verified this, and so take this for what it is, but I believe it's true. I believe they need only somewhere between 700 and 800 hours of experience of training in order to head out to the street. We've got a something interesting happening here. We've got an altercation going on.
Calm it down! Calm it down!
We've got some people waving American flags. I don't know if they're saying anything.
Okay, you can take that player. I understand. Okay? Do the peace. Do the peace. I'm sorry about what she did. I understand. Okay, but that's the flag. And that's you. Okay? Okay, we'll see what we all right. Go ahead. You can tonight. We actually going now.
Hey, check this out. Everybody repeat after me and say 5 feet. 5 feet.
How dare you! How fucking dare you!
Back them up, bud. Back them up.
There are so many phones out right now.
We keep dying, man. Violence is not only on purpose. You mad as fuck. But understand you're right. I'm over it. You guys are allowed to do the fuck you want to. It's wrong. I don't agree with it. Black Lives Matter. All that means is right. You're right. But don't do stupid and let these dumb ass niggas live. Fuck that. Fuck that. And I'm
A lot of people looking at Black Lives Matter! White supremacists.
Black Lives Matter!
So if
Black Lives Matter! Seems that was about it. They decided to head the other direction. I don't think anyone who wants to come here and start shit is going to have good luck.
What does that matter until black lives start to move? Okay? That's what we're saying. Black lives matter!
Black Lives Matter!
No justice!
No peace!
No justice!
No peace!
This is your boy Malcolm. Check me out. I am on the speaker. I have been here since day one.
Everyone's so unified around this.
Coming in soon, you guys, so stick around and enjoy.
All they have to do to settle the crowd is get them to start chanting.
The guy in the white guy helmet. He's walking over there.
It's who?
That's Carl. Carl. Carl?
Oh.
Yeah. Do you want to say hi or anything?
Yeah, I could say hi. I don't want to bother him.
Oh, okay, well, yeah, whatever you need.
I saw another streamer over here. We were talking about going to go say hi.
The second you tried to fucking organize just a little bit as a treat, agitators came. You were just 2 minutes from getting our notes together and talking about the game plan and the vibes that we've been feeling and the strategy and all that shit, and agitators popped up. This has happened over and over and over every time we try to organize. Just a little, for the white nationalists, can we organize just a little as a treat? Alright? Just a little. So anybody that was over there talking, let's get back to our circles, let's meet back at the stage and regroup and talk about the notes that we have. Thank you. Regroup back at the stage if you were having discussions and sit down.
What you didn't just see on camera was a medic walk by, and they don't like having their pictures taken, so we're not going to take a picture of him. But he was like basically wearing like SCA armor, like Society Creative Anachronism, where they go out and they like hit each other with big rattan rods and wear plate armor. He looked actually pretty cool. The red he was wearing was a little disconcerting at first because we all know what red symbolizes at the moment. Or at least that shade of red, but yeah, so we are at 12th and Pine now. This is where the police precinct is. That's now Well, as this says, this space is property of the Seattle people. So, why don't we take a look at just some of the stuff on the precinct wall. I don't want to try not to get to people, but it's going to be really, really difficult. And I think it's important to see it. So, this is the corner where, well, here, get out of the way a little bit. This is the corner where you would enter normally the precinct. And what we actually have here is people setting up camp, trying to hold this area. We have a memorial here, so I'm going to be quiet.
Uma says you're doing great as of 6:25.
Sweet.
I can't tell. I mean, I don't know if you have any DMs, right?
Yeah. So we've got some incendiary devices down here. Okay, yeah, tired joke, but yeah, I think that what the police have been posting on Twitter is nothing more than gaslighting. I'm sorry, excuse me.